Welcome to my channel ASP NET SQL Academy. In this video, we will explore how to calculate running totals in SQL. Running totals are incredibly useful in financial reports, sales tracking, and time-based aggregations. Let us begin. The simplest way to compute running totals is with the sum function combined with the over clause and order by. Let us look at real examples. Here is a simple example. As each row progresses, we add the amount column to get the running total. In this case, we use the date column to order the rows. It is perfect for chronological summaries. Here, we partition by category so the running total resets when the category changes. In this example, we use the rows between unbounded preceding and current row clause to explicitly define the window frame. It starts from the first row of the datasets and goes up to the current row in the ordered result. This is functionally similar to the default behavior of the over order by clause, but gives us more control in complex scenarios, especially when you want to modify the window range later. This example shows how to compute monthly running totals using grouped aggregation and a window function. We first group the sales by month using format sale data YYMM, then calculate a running total over those month sums. The result is a cumulative view of revenue growth over the months, perfect for dashboards and time series analytics. This example is crucial for real world data. What happens when some values are missing or nulls? If we don't handle nulls, the running total might also return null. So, we use the coalesce function to treat nulls as 0. This ensures that the cumulative sum skips missing values without breaking the calculation. When working with the customer data, it is common to analyze totals for each customer individually. In this query, we use partition by customer name to restart the running total for each customer. Combined with the order by order date, this provides a cumulative amount per customer over time. This technique is ideal for loyalty tracking, spending analysis, and account summaries. Running totals are not just for finance, they are great for analytics too. In this example, we calculate a running average of daily temperatures in Delhi using average function with a window frame defined as rows between unbounded preceding and current row. We get the day by day average. This smooths out daily fluctuations and gives a clear view of temperature trends over time. Now, let us compute weekly running totals. We group sales by week using date part of week sale date, then apply a running total over those groups. This is especially useful in retail and logistics where performance is tracked week by week. Sometimes we only want to calculate running totals for a filtered set of data. In this case, we use a where clause to include only orders with the status completed. Then we apply the sum window function just over that filtered result. This is perfect when measuring confirmed revenue or valid transactions. In inventory systems, we often want to know the stock level at any point in time. By applying a running total to the quantity change column, we can dynamically calculate inventory on hand, helping with reordering and restocking. Running totals are not limited to sums. Using count star over, we can track login activity for each user over time. This is helpful for monitoring engagement or identifying power users. Want to track academic progress? This running average lets us measure improvement over time. It is perfect for grading dashboards using average function with a window frame to get student specific rolling scores. Sometimes we want to look backward instead of forward, like checking how much budget is already spent. By changing the order to descending, we reverse the timeline and get a downward looking running total. CTE make SQL easier to read and manage. In this case, we calculate a running total inside a CTE and select from it later. This method is perfect when you are doing more joins or filters afterward. For banking systems, it is essential to show account balances after each transaction. This running total groups by account number and tracks cumulative balance over time. Before window functions, running totals were done using correlated subqueries. It is slower but still useful when you are on older SQL versions. What if we want to reset totals every year? Partitioning by year of sale data restarts a sum for each new year. This example tracks revenue by region, giving a clear view of how each area performs over time. Great for sales dashboards. Even with the date gaps, running totals work as long as we order by donation date. This helps in scenarios where data is not collected daily. Running totals are an essential SQL tool for analytics. With window functions, they become very intuitive. Practice these variations to become a master.